It's time for Lefties Losing It. Okay, folks, get ready to lose some brain cells. Listen to this chat between Bill Maher and Marxist moron Sean Penn. You know, the dude who cozies up to socialist dictators, real dictators. Listen here as he accuses Donald Trump of negligent homicide, mass negligent homicide, for ending the waste and fraud of USAID.
He's already been the end of hundreds of thousands of worlds. People, I'm talking about USAID.
Yeah.
That's negligent homicide. In a sober world, that's negligent homicide.
Oh dear, this man is dumber than a box of rocks, slightly less useful. Even lefty Bill Maher had to call him out.
Really? You meet with
I don't think
Castro and Hugo Chavez, but not the President of the United States?
Yeah, I saw good results come out of some of those things in terms of agendas that I had. I don't think that there's anything that I would, I just personally wouldn't trust anything that was said in the room, including the personality. Yeah, but you could have told more truth or you could have told less truth.
I told a lot of truth. I told everything.
I would have enjoyed a little more brevity on that. But I absolutely understand that.
But that's just emotional. You were just triggered.
It's possible. It's possible. It's true that.
But I
for
would
some
like
reason this particular president triggers me rather often.
Exactly. He makes people crazy, but he's not making me crazy.
Now, a little reminder of the sort of crazy crap that Hollywood has-been Sean Penn has spewed about Donald Trump in recent months.
And I do think it's a reasonable theory that Donald Trump is not unlike the spouse of someone who leaves him perhaps for another, who then murders their former partner because if they can't have her, nobody can. And I think Donald Trump in his solipsism may have that relationship with the world, and that this destruction is in part a power play and also a literal intention of his final out.
You think he'll try to stay on?
I think he might try to destroy the world before he ages out of life.
Wacko, and this from the man who cozies up to brutal dictators, real ones like Hugo Chavez. This is what Sean Penn had to say about meeting Hugo Chavez.
I will wish him nothing but that great strength he has shown over and over again. It is only possible to be so inspiring as he is.
Told you he's as dumb as a box of rocks. As for Bill Maher, I think Conservatives have a bad case of the bigotry of low expectations when it comes to Maher. We praise him wildly for repeating things Conservatives have been saying for years. But never forget, he was part of the Trump deranged media that did everything in its power to push catastrophist conspiracy theories to try to get Kamala over the line. But Bill Maher is at least occasionally clever and funny, more than you can say about the dim-witted, painfully unfunny Stephen Colbert.
That in August, you're going to be playing Jesus.
That's right.
In Jesus Christ Superstar at the Hollywood Bowl,
That's right, yeah.
At the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
First woman to play Jesus in a major production, long overdue. I've said for years I'd love to see a woman in that part.
What an odd thing for a practicing Catholic to say. Now, if you want to see what makes anti-Trumpers so worked up, so perpetually outraged, well, don't ask these guys.
Trump's a
Why is that?
I don't know. We don't like him. That's the word around here.
Any particular reason why you don't like him?
No clue at all. I'm just going with everybody else saying.
Would you say any immigration law is an unjust law?
I'm for open borders, man. No people are illegal anywhere. This is all our planet.
Let's hear from this leftist lady, a classic awful. AWFL, affluent white female liberals. They're a scourge. Here she explains what has got her and her friends so angry.
So I'm in my beautiful city, LA, and I have friends texting me like all morning. My gardener didn't show up. My housekeeper didn't show up. Oh, my farmer's market was closed. Everyone's scared. Well, this is not going to just happen in LA. And you 1%ers that only voted for Trump because of money? Guess what? You're going to have to do your own dishes or clean your own house or mow your own lawn.
Oh no, they're going to lose their illegal cheap labour. Maybe you can pay real wages to people in the country legally. Do they really think their love of modern day slave labour is a winning argument? And the 1% overwhelmingly voted for the Democrats. Showing again that the left are unhinged with hate and violence, here are some TDS sufferers setting up a mini guillotine to behead Trump. And here are parents encouraging their kids to behave like hate-filled TDS sufferers. Here is a proud mum with a septum ring. The septum rings are like a modern-day warning system. You see one and you know you're about to be assailed with nonsense.
My husband and my son, my 7-year-old son, just walked out the door to go to a No Kings protest. And I'm staying home because my other son does not feel well. And as they were walking out the door, I said, "Thank you for being so brave and going and doing this." And my son looked at me and said, "Will it change things?" And I said, "I hope so, buddy."
No, son, it won't change anything. It will not change anything. Now, here's another joker at an anti-Trump, anti-ICE, anti-America, really, rally. He's asked a simple question about why didn't he care when it was Obama deporting millions of people.
Did you vote for Obama and Biden?
I did, yeah.
How do you feel about their deportations, being they actually deported more people than Donald Trump?
That's a good question because I really wasn't paying attention at that point. So I can't really say.
At least that one's honest. You've got to give him that. Now, this next woman is a hero, an American hero doing God's work. Bless you, ma'am.
Look, this one's got to catch up to the rest of them. Got his sign ready already. Look. Another privileged-ass white man. Look, another privileged-ass white man who wants illegals, especially illegal criminals in the country. Oh, look at the ponytail. What, no man bun? Didn't have time to put your hair up, sweetie? Loser! Loser!